What it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Brown, and this is the ashsaidit show. I appreciate all of the love and support. Over 1,800 episodes, 500,000 streams and growing. It continues and continues. Thank you so very much for all of it. It makes a huge difference. Why? Because I get to talk to amazing founders, CEOs of companies such as the wonderful Ché Houston of Che'Rene Macarons. Hey, Shay.
Hey, Ash.
How you doing?
I am absolutely wonderful, Ash. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. So, all right. So to start things off, Che'Rene Macarons, where did the name come from?
Well, of course, first of all, my name is Shay, and that's C-H-E. And then the Renee comes from my oldest sister who, at some of my darkest times in my life, it took the first four letters of her name. And so there we have Che'Rene Macaron.
All right. Where did the inspiration come from to start this company?
Well, the inspiration for starting Che'Rene Macarons actually started back over 28 years ago. I started out as a cake decorator, baker for a local grocery store, and just became really interested in the decorating part of it. You know, fast forward, side hustle cakes and cupcakes for years, and just learned how to bake so many different things, and it was just time for me to legitimize my side hustle, and so that's what I started working towards. And in the process of wanting to start this business, I, too, had challenges with a 20-year addiction. And so every time I tried to bring my business up front and get it rolling, you know, my addiction snatched that away from me each and every time. And so over the past 4 or 5 years, I really put the grind on opening the doors of Che'Rene Macaron. And so here we are today, French macarons with a little Southern finesse.
Okay.
You know, I just thank God for, pulling me on through all of that that I went through to be able to stand on solid ground today and have a solid foundation, not only in my life of recovery, but also in my life of being a CEO.
All right. I love that. Absolutely love that. All right. So rewinding a little bit. So back into starting the business, and you're taking those first steps and you LLC in it and making sure everything is legit and everything is good with it. What was the first challenge with the company that you felt came out of nowhere or surprised you?
Well, the first challenge actually may have just been, where do I start with getting the information? Because I told you I side hustle. Yeah. We can do that all day, every day.
Right.
But I'm like, where do I even start to gather the information of how to legitimately become a business owner? And so that was my very first challenge, was just tapping into organizations and resources that could assist me on this journey. And in that process of searching, I came upon Black Women Making Millions Business Academy. And I became a member of the Black Women Making Millions Business Academy, which gave me some structure as to what to expect of being an entrepreneur. I was given a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and resources. And that's an amazing story in itself. I'm going to just tell you this quick story, Ash, right quick. So I was on Instagram because in the beginning I was an Instagram stalker, right? And so I was on Instagram one night. I saw this post on MC Light's page and Lynn Richardson, one of them. And it was like this contest going on. It's like, you know, you can win a trip to Miami to the Black Women Making Millions if you can tell us why you deserve a seat at the table. I said, oh, I have an answer to that. So I submitted it and I won. And so that's how I was introduced to Black Women Making Millions. And then even on the local level here in Atlanta, the Urban League of Greater Atlanta played a really big part in helping me to just continue that structure, gaining the knowledge of what it looks like to be an entrepreneur. So once I did that, you know, it became less challenging, but more a desire. Like, once I got a little bit of information, I needed some more.
Yes.
I needed more and more. And I'm going to tell you, that more has not stopped to this day.
Get it? Get it. I love that. All right. So going into the fabric of your company, and the different, what are some of the different offerings and the flavors? Because I was looking at some of that flavor list. I was like, ooh, these are not typical macarons. They're not typical.
No, they're not. So I'm originally from, I was born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, I'm an original piece.
All right.
So, you know, my roots go down in South Georgia, you know, and I actually just said the other day, I said, you know, one thing about a Southern girl, we were raised on everything from scratch. Everything was homemade. Yeah. And so, you know, I have this Southern root, right? But then I have this bougie elite side of me, right? You know, it's kind of like the educated bug, you know?
Yeah.
So the thing is I have a very rich palate, you know, and the thing is I needed to have this exquisite dessert. Yeah. But I needed it to taste like my grandmama peach cobbler. And so that is what I did. You know what? I was like, you know what? Macarons are available everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere. You know, and so I'm like, okay, I want to do the macaron because it's beautiful. It's a luxury product. It's lucrative. But what's going to separate me from all the other macaron makers? And for me, it was going to be that Southern Finesse. Because we have flavors like peach cobbler, banana pudding, cinnabon. We had, we got red velvet. Girl, look at here. We have red velvet cake. At the holiday, at Thanksgiving time, you know we love sweet potato pie. Yes. Right? It has to be on the dessert table. Got to. So we also have sweet potato pie. We have coconut cake. I mean, the flavors are just amazing. Like, and they're true to flavor. And there are no preservatives. They're gluten-free. I make my own almond flour. And all our fillings are made from scratch. So, like that banana pudding, I make my own custard on top of the stove, like my grandma did. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. When we get off of this call, I'm going to have to go ahead and put my order in because I'm already hungry. I'm like, can they some snacks going in? Yes. I love it. Absolutely. I love it. Oh, my goodness. So, upcoming events. Are there any events or promotions that people need to know about?
Oh, absolutely. So, just let me throw this plug in is that Che'Rene, we are still looking for assistant bakers and bakers. And just to put that out there, you know anybody out there that is looking for employment, and the beauty of it is that we hire people that are transitioning back into society and back into the workforce, giving people second chances, just as I was given.
Yeah.
And so that's one of our big things right now is we're growing, and we need people. We need good people who have a desire and a passion for culinary, baking, baked goods, pastries, what have you. And so I'm going to tell you all, we have an event coming up this weekend. If you want to meet one of our amazing staff members who actually was in the military and has transitioned out of the military and just wanted a regular job. So we are so happy to have our first veteran on board. And so this weekend, we're actually going to be at the Cobb Galleria Center, May 20th and 21st, for the ultimate Women's Expo that's here in Atlanta. It is going to be so much fun. It's a 2-day event, and you just come on over to the Che'Rene Macaron Mobile Boutique. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Just come over. We're going to have plenty of samples of that peach cobbler, and we're going to have the chocolate ganache and the cinnabon, and just come over and meet us and just bring that energy. We love it. It's going to be colorful. It's going to be tasteful, and we're just going to have an amazing time with thousands of women at the Ultimate Women's Expo here in Atlanta.
Sounds like the plan. I love it. Sounds like the plan.
Yes.
Shay, thank you so much for coming through today. I definitely appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Ash. I don't got hyped. Like,
okay.
I'm ready to do something else now.
Yes. But let everyone know, Shay, what is the best way for them to put the orders in to see what's going on with you next?
Okay, so any of my events and things that I have going on, you can always find that on any social media platform. Excuse me. And it's going to be Che'Rene Macarons, and that's Che'Rene Che'Rene Macarons. You put that in there. Look, baby, just Google me. How about that?
I love it.
But yeah, it's on all social media platforms. The website is Che'Rene Macarons. Put your order in. We will ship. We ship nationwide.
Right.
And just always remember that Che'Rene Macarons and more, we are here to bring Paris to your door.
I love it. I absolutely love that, Shay. Again, thank you so much for coming through. Much more success for you and your team. Hey, you need a brand ambassador? Hook your girl up. I'm there. I'm ready.
I'm going to get you, Ash. I'm going to get you.
All right. I'm putting it out there. Y'all heard it first.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all of your love, all of your support. It makes a huge difference. Always remember, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.